Hello guys and welcome to a brand new broadcast. I'm your host AzuriteRabbit, and as you guys can tell by the news on the game, it has also been datamined, so we have more information about the upcoming update. So right now I'm doing a bit different format. I'm here on DBZ Space since this is more regarding datamine. The only thing that has been 100% confirmed and is already out is the raid bosses, which are a very interesting gimmick, but beware that you can only do these 3 times a day, so be careful with that. So we also need to organize ourselves and prepare for this, because unlike Shenron, we can't do that all day. We just have 3 limits, so keep that in mind when you do that. We all have to work together to be able to defeat these bosses, and the rewards are actually pretty nice, and I think this is a good thing to add to the game. So if you guys didn't see my last video, I also spoke significantly about what's probably going to come in the next update, and we have now even more information about that. So let's go through the information. So we have how the banner is going to be: Legends Rising Reawaken, with Gohan, Gotenks Absorbed, Buu Super Saiyan Goku, and King of the Demon Realm, Dabura. I think this is kind of interesting. The colors are a bit strange, especially like 2 blues, but whatever. And I think this is a bit too sudden. We just had like 2 new banners dropped, and now they're dropping another banner and another rising of all banners. I'm just a bit confused. But let's go a bit and see what this summon is about and what other units we can also acquire in this summon. So of course it's rising. You don't guarantee anything. It's the best banner to get shafted, if I am being really honest. So you can also get Super Saiyan Gotenks, Super Saiyan Trunks, Super Janemba, Kid Buu, Gohan, Vegeta. You can also get Goku, Super Saiyan 𝐜𝐮𝐫𝐫𝐞𝐧𝐭, the new extremes, and still in the part of the extremes we also have second form Frieza, Kid Trunks, Android 13, legendary Super Saiyan Broly, Nail, and Gohan Kid. With no Krillin, pretty interesting, because usually these 2 are paired together. So going on to the units, we have Gohan Adult. Again, they are very balanced. They just increase some things here and there, nothing special. The same goes for his main abilities and unique abilities. Basically, this Gohan is actually really strong. I don't think he's going to be broken per se, but he seems to be very decent. Basically, this character, like the Blue the Boar, if I'm not mistaken, it seals cards, but more specifically strike cards. And one of his abilities, Decisive Action, restores Ki by 20 and also restores a bit of his health. And think about his health, his green on his base form also restores health. So depending on what form you have 2 different types of approaches. Basically with his forms, he takes out the health and just restores Ki and gives more damage unit, and also on top of that he gives extra damage to Hybrid Saiyans and Sun Family. And finally his there you go, his Z ability, let's put it on max, gives tag Hybrid Saiyan and Sun Family base strike and blast attack during battle. And we're gonna have Buu. When you pop his main, basically it gets a little bit more tanky, and if it's a bit more damage, which is really nice. When he enters the battlefield, he becomes a little bit of a beast for 75 timer counts, more strike damage, and his cards cost less too. And apparently, since he's also a regen, of course he gets a bit of his health back. We also have his special move and Majin Sneer, which basically is like those things that have different steps, and his cards are actually kind of special this time around. One gives more blast and the other gives overall more damage, which is pretty neat. And his tag gives regeneration and powerful opponent, but it's divided. 35 to regeneration blast attack and blast defense for powerful opponent. So for these little tags, the best thing you need to do is basically grab a regeneration and powerful opponent to receive both stats, which we all know that. Let's go to the bit of the extremes. We have again Super Saiyan Goku. Ooh, I like his main ability, restores health, but also shortens ally substitution count. This can come really handy. Is this a support unit, by the way? I'm not really paying attention. Oh, it's an elite type, but has some supportive capabilities. For example, that timer count, and also his cooperative training, which is really interesting. Because gradually restores allies' health, and additional damage inflicted by allies if they are purple or red, which is pretty cool. Whenever he enters the battlefield, he just gets rid of a card, which is pretty good, and of course his strike is amplified. Super Kamehameha, which you can teach to Charlotte, reduces enemy ki by 50 on hit, which can be pretty good. And here comes the worst part in my opinion, which comes with these. It's based on color, so 50%, if it's maxed out of course, to element purple and red, base strike, attack and defense. The stats are really good, but like purple and red. This can be kind of good because you can put him in a variety of teams and make it work, but at the same time, color is not usually the best option, but you have really powerful characters that could receive that boost pretty well, so I don't know, it depends on what strikes your fancy the most. I personally don't really like color based. So we have King of the Demon Realm, Dabura. Demon Realm, I'm really tired. So Dabura is also another pretty annoying unit. Actually, I think the extremes that have been dropping recently in the game, I think they're really good. I don't think they are as good as some SPs, but they're still pretty decent and can pack a good punch. Demonic Miasma. Reduces enemy ki by 50 and destroys all of your enemy cards. This is pretty annoying because imagine that you have a combo in your head or you're gonna use a card and it's like gone. It's really annoying. I don't think it's OP, but it's very annoying. Basically, when this guy enters the battlefield, he does more damage, more blast damage too. And whenever he attacks, whether being a blast or a strike, his blast attack increases even more. But this guy seems to be more of a blaster than a striker. But using both is still pretty good. It's kind of like, I guess, 𝐮𝐫𝐸𝐿 when you have like one of his abilities unlocked, which is kind of this. Whenever he does an attack, whether being strike or blast, you get even more damage. Then he also reduces damage when he's changed cover, which can be really good for a cover rescue. It's not really cover rescue, but you know what I mean. When you switch or you do a cover, you receive less damage. So it's good for you to take rising rushes or any other damage that could be very bad going to the character that you're in. But I don't know, this seems a bit more underwhelming than Super Saiyan Goku in my opinion, but that's just me and for what I'm reading. Sometimes what you read may not really go as well as the demonstration, because let's be real, when Turtles came out, people were like, this guy is so good, and he came out, people were like, yeah, he's not that great, so... I still think he's good, but people say on paper he is way much better. Can also teach his move. Deals much explode damage and draw special art card. This is not bad, like this, not bad. Depends on what you have, to be honest. Let's see, meditation restores own health by 10%, restores allies or enemy's character health. This is pretty good because it basically restores own health and your other allies' health, which can be really, really handy. And he has a normal blast and another blast that gives more blast, so it's pretty neat. And again, we have this problem with the colors. If you are red or green, base blast attack and defense during battle, which can be pretty good, not going to lie, especially for full power Goku, because he's a blaster, so not bad. These two extremes aren't that bad, to be honest. I still think Goku seems to be better in my opinion in terms of like overall capabilities on paper, but well, we don't know. And between Gotenks absorbed, or in this case, Gotenks? Because I have Gohan, is it called Gotenks? I don't know, but it's a funny name, not gonna lie. And we have Gohan adult. Between these two, I personally don't know who's better. I think it depends on your playstyle and the teams that you have. So I won't be talking much about it because we also have more PvP players that are more experienced in this. I'm just saying the overall character's capabilities. Still on the summons, since we're gonna have a Buu event coming soon in the next update, but we're also gonna be having 𝐬𝐻𝐿 Majin Buu good, which is pretty cool. We already know the beat the heat, but finally we have more news on what units will be on the banner, because In the previous update, we had an idea that this banner will drop, but we didn't have an idea on who would be in the banner that is not, you know, the ones on here. But I actually thought it would be more of a female banner, but no, it's overall a lot of characters banner. Because I thought like, okay, maybe the girls have more chances to drop. No, it's strange. So basically the SPs you can get are older ones, and the most newer ones per se is Super Gogeta, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Super Saiyan God Goku, especially for Vegeta and Goku, Saiyan Rose, Bardock, Super Saiyan Gohan, and Super Saiyan. The rest we already knew. Oh, and Tapion, of course. As I said Bardock, why not Tapion? They came on a sim banner. Baby, I guess, too. So yeah, so we have good overall units, but it's already like the same thing. We had a similar banner sometime before too, so it's not that hyped, but the only thing hype about this is 1 consecutive summon free every day. This is what just wins this thing. The problem is the drop rates, but we can't have everything in our lives, even though we want to. So for the new banners, these are it. Now going on the story, like I said in the previous update, the upcoming story is going to be the Invincible Android 18 and the dreaded Ginyu Force. We already have the new raid boss, Raid Rush Extreme Clash, Otherworld Warriors. So we have the upcoming turning into Sweet Majin Buu. The really only new things that we got with the datamine are the co-op that's going to be versus Gohan, and choice battle is going to make a return, and we all really love choice battles, so I'm happy that they're going to bring this back. We all love that. Never getting it wrong with it. For the co-op, we still don't know like the colors on what it's going to be, but we only know it's going to be against Gohan. So when this update drops, you guys are now going to do probably quick videos just saying like the colors and stuff. Nothing really too big because again, a lot of the update has already been determined to filth, so again, more if you guys want even more information and really big things on detail, I'm gonna leave the links in the description below. So regarding the update, this is all. There's a lot of things that have been, you know, determined to filth, like I said, but this is basically it. This is more of a really quick news video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I want to know if you guys are excited for the upcoming update. We already know the main things that are going to happen, but hopefully next week when the update drops, I'm gonna do a bit more in-depth and information about the upcoming update. And this is all for today's video. I hope you guys share this video to everyone so everyone knows what's going to come in the next update. And I really hope to see you guys on my next video. Stay tuned, my friends.